What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another episode on William Phoenix Yellow ITR. On the last episode, Brian and I removed everything that we need to get painted, and on this episode, Brian gonna take you to the paint shop and gonna show you how he prep, repair, and paint everything in this beautiful Phoenix Yellow. Without further ado, I'll pass you guys to Brian.
All right, thanks, Mike. Yeah, so we got all the pieces here in the body shop, and some of the pieces need a little bit more work than the others. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sanding down those rear balances, getting them scuffed up. They're not in bad condition, so we'll sand those down, and then we'll go ahead and prime them. Now, with the side skirts, they need a little bit more work, so we'll sand those down as well because they have a few coats of paint. They have orange, they have a couple coats of red, so we're going to make sure all those are nicely sanded down and smoothed out. We'll go ahead and prime those. The rear bumper had some touch up, but we also found on the corner of the bumper it's going to need some filler, so we'll put some filler on there, put some primer on there, get that ready to go. And then the easiest two parts that we have is the front lip. It's been recently repainted, so we're just going to go ahead and sand it down. It doesn't need any body work. Once we sand it down, we'll prime it. And then the front bumper, the easiest of it all, we're just gonna scuff it up, and then in the booth, we'll go ahead and seal it in our yellow sealer, and let's get painting from that stuff. All right, so if you come over here, we already got the other side fitted up real nice, and we're gonna show you how we did it using the other side that has not yet drilled. Now, there is a template that you need to follow. If you want the template, go ahead and email us and we'll send you over the PDF. And one thing you need to know about the template and the instructions is you need to print them out, actual size and the settings for the print. Otherwise, it will be too small and your holes will not be drilled properly. A good way to check is to get your actual rear lip with your brackets and make sure that those holes line up. That's the only way that you'll know ahead of time. Otherwise, you'll be drilling the wrong hole. So if we come over here, all you're gonna do is, this can work for both sides. So all we're doing is reversing it. So come over here, John. I'm matching it up here now. We cut this piece of paper out from a legal size of paper with the actual printed document, as I mentioned to you just before. Now it has two holes, okay? What you're gonna wanna do is use a small drill to kind of, or a marker, and mark where they're at. Okay, I've already pre-marked them in these two areas, so I know exactly where I need to drill this 8mm hole. So we're gonna do that right now. And it's as easy as that. Now let's take a look and see if our holes match up with the bolts. And okay. All right, so our holes matched up perfectly, which is a great thing. Now there's one last hole that's a little bit tough to make because there is a Honda washer that is transferable to the actual bumper itself that shows us exactly where the hole needs to be. And that's right over here. Now to do that, we actually need to remove this first bolt over here. It's a bolt that is closest to the back of the bumper. We'll remove that. And what that will allow us to do is to pull back on the lip a little bit and put some double-sided tape to mark our hole. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna mark where the hole would be with a black marker right here, so that once this piece of tape sticks to the bumper, I'm gonna know exactly where to drill the hole. So what I'll do is I'll pull this off, and there is a mounting bracket on the back here, and all I'm gonna do is line it up perfectly with that. Okay, I don't want to push it too hard because I don't want it to stick to the actual lip. I want it to transfer. And we have our tape right in here, and we're going to push on it so it transfers to the bumper. And there we go. And we have our marking. That little black area is where the slot would be for our hole. So now all we'll do is we'll take our drill and we'll drill that hole. We'll then take our Honda bolt setup, and this one is actually slotted. The good thing about this is you get some play because this now fits into this groove. Okay, and then this will go into this hole if we drilled it right. Okay, and if we look at the back side, we see our bolt. So if we look at the back side, we see our bolt going through, and we have right here the nut, and this nut will actually go on by hand, and then we can tighten it up with the 10mm. So there you have it, a quick and easy way to install your rear lip kit on your Type-R. Now let's continue with the rest of the bumper, get it sanded down, let's get everything to the booth, let's get some prep work done and get some paint going. So you just saw us finishing up all of our pieces. We went through a whole process of sanding them down, primering them, sanding them down again, and now we're ready for the fun part. So right here we have a yellow sealer. It's not Phoenix yellow, but it's a sealer, and a sealer is going to go over the parts, and sealer is much cheaper and it creates adhesion, and it's going to get us in the ballpark of yellow. Now yellow, it takes a long time to cover. It's a very transparent color. So with the help of the sealer, we're only gonna need about 2 to 3 color base coats, okay? So we're gonna spray our sealer, we're gonna spray our base, and then we're gonna spray our clear. And then we're gonna do all of that back over the 2 bumpers, and man, it's gonna look beautiful. Now, you gotta trust the process here. This car was painted a long time ago, and here at Acura Parent Pines and Acura Honda Classic, we got what it takes to refinish the car and make sure it looks just the way it looked when it rolled off the factory floor. So let's get to it. so we got our sealer all down. The base coat Phoenix Yellow Y56 is right here. It's gonna be a lot easier to cover because we already got that yellow sealer down. I'm gonna show you what one coat looks like, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's all ready for clear. Let's get painted. And that's just base. Let's get ready and let's shoot some clear coat.
So Brian, this is it, huh?
Yeah, they came out really good. We got the whole body kit as of now, all painted. I mean, look at the shine on them all the way underneath. You know, the rear balances weren't in bad condition, but the side skirts were a little bit choppy, and those are most rewarding. Take a look at them.
Hey Brian, is it even the same piece?
It is. If you remember from the first episode, this was badly damaged all in here. So we went ahead and we really re-drilled our hole. We fixed all of the cracks, and now it is very, very strong. We also did our test fit ahead of time just to make sure that everything is a-okay, and we are good to go.
Man, the thing looks so awesome.
So
too.
nice, yeah.
I can't even tell.
Yep.
The crack was so big.
There was a crack, there was a crack, there was a crack. I mean, they were all over the place because it was poorly done, but No problem, we fixed it. And we also have another part that we're gonna be restoring. If you're familiar with the windshield cowl, it sometimes gets very, very dry looking and matted. And I'll get this right for you right here. The boys already took it out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sand this down, scuff it up. And what we actually have is a OEM trim paint that mimics the same exact finish that you would get if your car had just rode off the showroom floor. So can't wait to show you that.
So where are we going now, Brian?
I got something really special for you. I shouldn't be showing you because the paint's still drying, but I can't resist. Let's go into the paint booth. Let's take a look at what we got.
So the front bumper is brand new, right?
Front bumper is brand spanking new, and man, it was such a pleasure to paint a brand new bumper. Who knows how long this has been sitting in storage for, and we're able to put a nice coat of Phoenix yellow on it. Let's check it out.
Wow, Brian.
Yeah, they're looking really good, and you had to go ahead and mask up this whole entire area because that still remains black, and you need to mask actually the back of it because overspray can come through that grill area. Right. So very tedious. If you take a look at that right over here, all that is completely masked up. That's just a tip. Yeah, let's take a look at what a true enthusiast would know. When you pop the engine, right here is a little mounting tab which stays black. It doesn't go Phoenix yellow, so that's a telltale sign. If your front bumper's been repainted and it matches the color of the car, well, that person didn't know what they were doing. And over here, again, on the back bumper, we have those inserts. And thank God this bumper had never been painted before, so the lines were really crispy. We're able to mask it off nice and neat. So once this bumper is 100% dry, we'll pull off that tape and we'll reveal a nice black insert.
Alright guys, you guys saw the process, saw the side skirt, saw the bumper, and see the true result. Brian did a great job, man.
Yeah, I really love painting this color, and what they're painting it, actually seeing it on the car, and I'm excited to get that lip kit on there and see the quality of the match and just how it looks.
Exactly. On the next episode, we'll be putting everything back together. It's going to be super cool for you guys to join us. Hope you liked the video. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next one.
See ya.